The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
What's up, guys? I'm back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host with the most, Delton Wall.
I say what's up? Man, sit your ass down.
And today is going to be a
nasty bitch.
A very award-winning conversations today. So I'm adding a new segment to the pod, the Nasty Awards, and we're gonna get into the Nasty Awards a little later. But be warned, this is about to get real nasty in the awards, and not in a good way. So I'm gonna start off with the state of play for the PlayStation. We got a bunch of new games coming out for the PlayStation state of play, and they also showed us that Final Fantasy a week later will have a showcase, which I already watched too. So I'm gonna get to the state of play. They showed a lot of games. They showed that new. Oh shit, I got it right here. So they showed Dave the Diver, which I saw and I wasn't too thrilled for it. I was like, it was pretty decent. It wasn't nothing home to write about. It's just you traversing the sea, dodging weird sea monsters. I think it's coming to like the PlayStation Store pretty soon, and pretty generic. I think it's a Kickstarter game, and hopefully it goes somewhere. And there's a shark puss. There's a sharktopus. A sharktopus. Yeah, a sharktopus. Basically a shark head with octopus body. Mad funny. And we got Death Stranding 2 on the beach. And this trailer for Death Stranding is twice as strange as fucking the Death Stranding 1 trailer. Or this trailer alone is just weirder than Death Stranding. Well, I can't say that because Death Stranding was pretty fucking weird. But this shit is weird. So I never played Death Stranding 1. I never got a chance to. It's not that I didn't want to. It was just like, it was just so fucking weird, man. I was like, bro, I'm not about to be a mailman while dodging. Like, I think there was enemies you could fight, but you necessarily didn't have to fight the enemies. You could have just ran away. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to run away all the fucking time. Like, who the hell wants to play a game where you like, it's like, man, it's now I won't say mandatory. I won't say award winning. What would you say? How would you even say this? What would you even say to this? It's beneficial for you to run away. And I don't really rock with that. I don't really rock with like games like that. Now I know I played Assassin's Creed before, but like you didn't have to run away.
Maybe.
You could kill. Well, the first one you had to. Second one, the second one through the last of them, you really didn't have to. You just kill all the niggas and just like be a murderer. You don't have to like be assassin and just dip off. So like I'm more into, you could dip off, but like let me be like aggressive. And you could be aggressive. I've seen niggas be aggressive in the game, but it's mainly being shown of niggas driving and delivering packages instead of us fighting. But I watched the trailer. It was pretty weird. So they're still using the babies. And apparently you're in a ship that's inside the baby, and they're going back into the world to save the world. And I don't know what's going on. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. But there is one character I saw that I was like pretty fucking like ecstatic to see. So apparently the main character, which is just Dale from fucking The Walking Dead. I have brain fart. He has a brother, and his brother is literally the Red Hood fused with the Crow.
Stop the cap.
And well, actually, no, I'll take it back. It's Dante fused with the Crow. Yeah, because he's like some weird. Like if you ever seen the Crow, he has the white makeup and he has like some red armor and he has a guitar sword and he uses the guitar. And he plays guitar and lightning comes out of it. So it was on some Dante, some Devil May Cry 3 type shit. And I was like, yo, this is pretty fucking ill. I don't know what it's going to be about. I don't like, it's weird.
Do you understand?
And Kojima's been doing a lot of funny stuff for the past couple of years. I think he took a picture with some guy. It looked like a white version of Joe Budden. And I was like, if it was Joe Budden, I was about to be dying laughing. Because I'm like, bro, why is Kojima hanging out with Joe Budden?
Cause I can't breathe.
And now him and Jordan Peele are making a game together about like horror. I don't know if it's like, it's horror because, well, it's horror is a specific genre of horror. Damn, I was trying to get that out. And
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I don't know what kind because you didn't see this. You saw the person that they were like screaming and like fearful for in like the iris in their eyes. So like you didn't really know who the fuck it was. You didn't saw somebody was just scared of something. So I don't know what Kojima's next couple games are, but I think this is what he wanted for like the longest, to make like something of his own, like make a game that like, this is mine. This is what my envision thought process brought me to. Because now I'm looking at all this and looking at Metal Gear Solid, you could kind of see that the weird and creepy stuff was in Metal Gear, but it wasn't layered on as it was in Death Stranding 2 and this new horror game that's coming out. And there's still like Metal Gear Solid-esque stuff in Death Stranding, like the sneakiness and like the outfits and all the covering up. Now the over-encumbrance, actually no, yeah, because the over-encumbrance stuff was in Metal Gear Solid 5. So like there was definitely Metal Gear Solid stuff in Death Stranding. But I think for Metal Gear he wanted to get even weirder because it was already weird, but like the threshold of weird wasn't stretched out as much as I think Kojima wanted. And I think that's why they parted ways, because of his artistic vision. And from what I'm seeing, it's super like Kojima doing what Kojima does is just him being himself. I think what we're seeing from Kojima is just Kojima just being his altruistic self. And which is funny and crazy too, because I'm like, oh shit, Kojima could be Kojima. We could get these weird games, but at the end of the day, he's just being who he truly is. And I rock with that. But next up on the list is Dragon's Dogma. And I know my homie Nick is excited about this game. And I am low-key in too. This game actually looks pretty fucking awesome compared to like Dragon's Dogma 1. And it's a lot more expanded too with the weapons, the class system. And I was like, okay, these combos looking nice. Because if there's one thing about Capcom, they got combos. And seeing all this like style switching, just like for DMC, I was like, okay, hold on. I could be a knight, become a mystic archer, and just do some crazy shit. Okay, I'm in. I'm completely sold. And it's a lot more to the Dragon's Dogma 2 than it was in 1. Now, from looking at the traversal and that you don't have to walk everywhere like the last one, you can see there's a lot more in the land and there's a bigger map. So I think we're going to see more conversational pieces, because in Dragon's Dogma 1 it did get kind of aggravating hearing like the same thing about Arisen, walk here, Arisen, we have to talk to you, like over and over and over again while you're walking from this far ass point A to far ass point B.
This ain't it, Chief.
Foam Stars, another battle arena royale where you're fighting your opponents in foam. That's it. Just think of Apex with foam. And I think every character has a different ability, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there's that. Judas, it's fuck, not Fallout. What's that other game? Oh, it's from the people who made BioShock. So if you ever played BioShock before, or it looks more like BioShock Infinite. So if you fuck with BioShock or BioShock Infinite, this is a game for you. Metro, another Metro game. I never played it. I was never a fan of Metro, but it's called Metro Awakening VR. So if you're into VR and Metro, this is up for you. Legendary Tales. Let me see, because if I remember right, this was a pretty ill game, if I'm not mistaken. I might be tripping. Oh, so this, this is VR too. Yep, this is VR. Rise of Ronin. So this is the game that I saw last year that I was like, okay, this is, I think it's the same people. I think it's Team Ninja who made it. Like, because you could see the Neo S stamina and health bars. But it's a lot way more expensive than I thought. Like, you could use there's gun combos. Like gun combos, my nigga. Like, and if you get to a certain degree of like their stamina broken, just like in Neo, you can perform like a shield crash and like destroy their health even more, and the combos look great. So you already know I am. If the combos and weapons are cool, I'm sold. That's why I like fucking that Final Fantasy game. Damn, not 16. It's the one before 16 where it was like the darkness is coming or some shit like that. Hold on. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy Paradise. Yeah, Strangers of Paradise. Yeah, that one. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw a hang glider. So just like in Assassin's Creed, well, no. Did you have a hang glider in Assassin's Creed? Yeah, you did, because you had to do a mission with a hang glider. But I think this is your permanent form of travel, because I think that hang glider in Assassin's Creed was no, I'm wrong. I think you could use a hang glider, if I'm not mistaken. It was just for more than one mission. But anyways, yes, there's a hang glider. The traversal part of the game looks pretty decent, and if you can fly, I bet you can like ride a boat. So definitely traversal in this game is gonna look beautiful. The combat looks great. I'm already sold, so you ain't gotta ask me. We're getting Silent Hill, the Sword Message, and I think a remake of Silent Hill 2. Like I said, I was never a fan of Silent Hill. So, or that horror aspect type of gameplay like Resident Evil. But it's good to see that Silent Hill isn't dead, because there's a lot of people who've been waiting for Silent Hill, and my timeline was booming when the game was announced. So here's to that. And I saw some of the fucking the gameplay, the combat of it. There's a lot of weird, creepy shit niggas got fighting that fucking game. Like, I saw a fucking mannequin that was just legs. And I was like, okay, that's just really creepy. Definitely do not need to see that anymore. Until Dawn is getting a PS4, a PC, and a PS5. What's that shit called? Not a remake. A collector's, not collector's edition. Shit, what would you call this?
Stupid.
I guess a port change. I guess, yeah. It was just a port change. I think a quality of life is changed of the graphics and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I never played Until Dawn. Me and a friend of mine watched this a while ago when me and her were hanging out, and she liked it. So if she liked it, I know this is probably something that I won't say anybody could watch, but a good number of people could get with. And I think people like Until Dawn anyways. Sonic X Generations was announced too. So Sonic Generations came out like I want to say like 10 years ago, and I think we're getting an update. Well, no, I don't think we're getting an update on it, and we get to play as Shadow. And people are like, "You waited all these time just so you get an update to play as Shadow." Now I know what you mean, and I know what you're talking about. But everybody loves Sonic the Hedgehog, and also because of this, Knuckles the TV show got announced too, which I'm gonna get to in a second. So this coincides. I mean, this trailer came out before the Knuckles trailer, but that within the whole. Actually, no. I take that back. Paramount released a commercial where it's not Picard, is the lead guy in Star Trek, and he ended up becoming Professor X. That guy, Tua from the quarterback from the Miami Dolphins. Hey Arnold, one of the Reno 911 guys. Dora and Knuckles was there alongside. I want to say it was the redhead from Charlie's Angels. She was there too, and I was just like, that's weird. Why would Knuckles be there? Because there was already rumors that Knuckles was going to be like a show was coming, but we ain't like put two and two together till like we saw his Paramount trailer. So back to Shadow. So if you see the trailer, you see that instead of like going through the happy places like Sonic went through, you're gonna probably go through like some dark shit that that Shadow's gonna go through, and you also get like a bunch of like callbacks because one of the bosses you have to fight is the exact same species of the monster from Shadow the Hedgehog that was controlling you on the dark side. And if I'm not mistaken, you also fight the ultimate being in this in one of these boss battles. And I think you get to use Chaos Spear too. So they basically gave Shadow like all his powers. I think you probably could use Chaos Control knowing that they're not going to be fucking around. So be on the lookout for that. But this whole Sonic stuff been coming out because they also released the Sonic 3 logo showing the blue and red hedgehogs. Well, black and red and blue. So that's already been confirmed. And we're also been getting like little sneak peeks of like Shadow's feet. And I had to rewatch Sonic 2 and 1 because of the Knuckles trailer. So I'm definitely going to get my mind back right on the storyline. But yeah, that's really fucking awesome. I love Sonic, and I'm so happy that we're getting like a Sonic universe, SMU, Sonic movie universe. Because, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Sonic. I love Sonic, and the fact that we had to bully the guys for making that bullshit Sonic movie into like redoing and give us something cooler. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bullying, but if we had to bully to get shit right, we gonna have to. Alongside a new, I don't think it's a Sega game. It's a new game called Stellar Blade that was teased last year, but we got more gameplay and more story this year at the State of Play, and it has hints of Nier Automata because it's a cyborg or robotic girl with a robot companion behind her, and she has a sword and she's beating robots up and saving people. Alongside that was basically what Nier Automata was. That's basically what Nier Automata was. Now they're not straying from the character being thick. Like they wasn't straying from it from Nier, but that skin tight suit and that like slick design and all the other costumes make it was like, yeah, this character is going to be thick. And if you look at the combat is really good, and the art and like the designs and other stuff are like really cyberpunkish in the sense of like how they look like the cyberpunk TV show and the game, but there's nothing like the game at all. Yeah, think of cyberpunk, but it plays like Nier Automata. So yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. And the last game that was announced was Zenless Zone Zero, and I think it's gonna be a arena battler because all we saw was like a Muso game. And if you don't know what Muso games are, it's basically like those not Samurai Champloo, Destiny Warriors. And if you haven't played Destiny Warriors, it's basically like you play as a character and you have to fight through hordes of enemies to get to the final boss and beat the level. That's basically what a Muso game is, or a Destiny Warriors type of game is. Now, I saw the cuts and I saw like the little swordsman, all the energy attacks. It looks great. I like it. And I'm definitely going to have to get a PS5 because Final Fantasy VII, I saw a little bit of that trailer, the final trailer. I didn't want to watch it all because it's like, it was a lot. I saw a lot that I saw, but I don't remember because I didn't play Final Fantasy VII, the original. And if I did play the original 7, remembering all the small sprites, remembering all like what stuff is now in these new graphics, I would never remember it because it's like super different. Because I think it's like super different because I don't even know where we're at in the story. Because I think I saw Tifa and Cloud fighting, and I don't know if that's when Cloud goes back to his hometown in a wheelchair because he lost his memory. I don't know what part of that. I don't even know if this is the part where Aerith dies in. And shit, I don't even know if Aerith's going to die because of what they're talking about, like timelines changing. And I saw a weird cutscene where it was Cloud talking to Cloud as a soldier before he became the Cloud Strife that we know now. So it's like the timelines are not just like, there's not separate timelines anymore. They're intermingling. Like if Cloud is talking to young Cloud, where the fuck are we at in the timeline? Or what timeline are we in general? So it's going to get really messy, and I can't wait to play a game. Like, correct. Oh, it's so fucking. Oh, I can't wait to fucking play that game. And I'm so mad because fucking Ed comes out for the Street Fighter 6 at the end of the month, and I'm like, bro, Ed looks amazing. Like, it's a mixture of Yamagata from King of Fighters, Steve Fox from Street Fighter Cross Tekken, mixed into one. But it's still in 2D, but he still has a dipsy roll, and bro, it's like so amazing. I think I found my second character. Like I play I'm about to say Eddie. I forgot that nigga name that fast.
That's okay, take your time.
I'm really having a brain fart. Like DJ, damn. I play DJ and I'm trying to find like a secondary main, and Ed might be my secondary main. And if he plays well, I might make that nigga my main character because that nigga play style is fucking hard. And he has a lot of like stuff that beats shit on Wake Up. And if you don't know what Wake Up is in fighting game terms, it means like if I get up, if you knock me down and I get up, press a button, like if I just do an uppercut, he has a move where it beats the uppercut. And normally like EX uppercuts like have priority, and priority means like if I throw out a light punch and I throw out a heavy punch, my heavy punch has more priority depending on what frames I have over yours. And frames, another definition in fighting game context is, so they design fighting games as in, if I throw one punch out, that's 6 frames. And normally 6 frame punches are like the fastest in any fighting game. And I throw a punch out that's 12 frames. My 6 frame punch is going to beat yours because mine is less than yours. So that's how that works.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And speaking of frames, Tekken 8's out, and oh my god, bro, that game looks so amazing. Like, I've never been excited for a Tekken game in like my life. Like, everything about it is great. The combos is great. Each character is like really good. The damage output is stupid nasty, and every character is somewhat broken their own way. Now they did release a patch that nerfs some characters, so if you do, I think Dragunov got hit, and I think Devil Jin got hit, and I think June got hit. So whichever one of those characters, if you play any of those characters, you're gonna be fucked. But moving right along, in recent news, a couple months ago, a woman claimed that a man hit her with a brick for denying her approach and not getting her number, and she was on all bunch of platforms saying like there was a whole bunch of black men around me, but it didn't protect me and nobody was there to help me. Well, it's been confirmed that she has lied and that never happened. So I forgot her name. Damn, let me check it out.
You are ass.
Because somebody had her name and stuff on like a big ass like form. Fuck it, I ain't gonna give a fuck about her name. She lied. So yeah, so the brick lady was apparently lied about her getting hit in the face with a brick. Apparently that video she had is old, and it came about from her getting hit by a dude defending himself, by somebody defending himself from her. Like that whole interview when she said nobody came to defend me, she was the assailant attacking a person. So the whole time where she was weaponizing like women's plight and women's plight and forcing on men to like having to take arms to protect them, it ended up blowing her face because she accumulated 42 grand off of a GoFundMe account for her like pain and grievance. And the only reason that we even found out that she was in this that she lied and she spent the money on bullshit is because like she was spotted out at a like, I think it was a carnival, I forgot where, but like she was just in the pool chilling and like wilding out. Actually, shit, I should have started off this segment even better. So from here on out until we get to the music section, we're about to start the Nasty Awards. And the Nasty Awards is basically a award ceremony given to people who have done nasty things physically, mentally, or in general, just been a nasty person to a certain people or just people in general. And there's gonna be a lot of names. Well, there's gonna be some names on here, so just sit back and watch. And Brick Lady's on that list because she definitely finessed you women and some of you dudes too, into believing like, I understand what people are saying. I understand the main focal point of protect black women, but there's also comes another point of throwing my life away for somebody I don't know. Now, I understand, yeah, protect and make sure people get home safely, but I'm not gonna jump in front of a gun to protect somebody if I don't fucking know them. Like, what does that do me? In the end of the day, this is not gonna be like no fairy tale shit where like she marries me after protecting her. She's gonna go about her day, be like, oh shit, thank you for protecting me, bye, or don't even say thank you. It's like she just might run away. So now you're laying on the ground in a pool of blood because you want to protect black women. Like, niggas, no. Like, nobody's going to protect every fucking body. So now, if you're looking to be protected at all times and not like take ownership, I will not take ownership in getting attacked, but take precaution, like carry, like be aware of your surroundings and like, I really want to say like everybody can do the concealed handgun license, but no, because you gotta go through the fire and at least got a private side shoot. Yeah, I think a good amount of people should have their concealed handguns, but there should be people who don't have guns, the crazy ones. But yeah, I think everybody should have something to defend themselves if their lives are being threatened, or shit's getting out of hand and you have to pop a nigga or pop it anybody in general. And I only say nigga because I'm not talking about just black people. I'm talking about everybody in general. But alongside that break lady, Joe and the Joe Budden podcast get a nasty award too. So Joe, just like with Rory and Maul, is overreacting and belittling his cast again, a little bit more so than normal. Like normally there's like little jokes here and there, but now it's just getting to a point where it's just like you're just yelling at people now. Now, this is probably the third time it's happened in the past. No, I say like fifth time it's happened since Joe started the new podcast since Rory and Maul left. And this always comes from Joe being Joe. It's never from like the person just come out of nowhere and just like getting loud with Joe. It's always Joe that wants to start it. I think this new instance of him wilding out, it comes off the cusp of Ish and Joe talking about old flame of Ish's, and I guess they her and Joe linked up and Ish never knew and niggas got mad and shit. But it's just like, man, it gets to a point where like, bro, does it really matter, man? Like these hoes is like, it's probably been like 10 years since you talked to these hoes. And like, they're just hoes, man. Now, if it's the girl you're dating now, then yeah. But if it's just some random bitch you're just like sleeping with, I'm like, all right, man. It's been whatever. Like, it's been like 10 years. You probably don't even talk to her that much, and you probably like really ain't gonna link up with her ever again since you got a girl. But looking deeper into it, it's looking like Joe's trying to run it on a tight-knit ship. And it doesn't matter how many times he gets on the pod and say, hey, man, we normally have this, arguments like this, but we edit them out, or like bullshit like that. But nah, man, it's like, it's only so far you can talk to a nigga. And Ish made it quite prevalent. Like, hey, all that talking and yelling and all that shit, you ain't gonna be doing it with me. And so Ish had to let him know it ain't gonna be none of that at like a hoe on the podcast right in front of me. Like, no, we ain't about to be doing none of that shit. So the one thing I would say, Joe, is please don't lose more friends or more podcast people with your own narcissistic ways. And I'm glad this comes off the cusp of Joe Budden. I won't say he's hyped up the Nicki and Megan beef that's been circulating through the Twitter spaces and like radio waves and waves in general. But he played Nicki's Bigfoot and Megan's Hiss diss records to one another, and he was very critical on the Nicki ones, which you should be, because that's not the first beat that they gave Nicki. The second beat was horrible and didn't sound great. The first beat had something going, so I was like, cool. But they didn't put that one out, so it was a miss. But like, he was going off on this Nicki thing. And also Nicki gets the Nasty Award on this go around. So congratulations, Nicki. And I won't say he was dick eating Nicki, but he was riding hard for New York. But if we take a step back and look at it, Nicki's been sub dissing Megan for a good while now. And it's gotten to a point where Megan had to be security up on her mother's gravesite because I guess Nicki said something about her mom and like dishonoring her by doing this, and niggas was like, oh, we about to go to the grave and do some shit. So like that's already deserved a nasty award already, because that's just sick. I'm not saying Nikki said, hey, go to the grave and do something, but like knowing how her fucking fan base is like fucking crazy women or dudes, it's like motherfuckers were gonna do it anyways. And I don't think I'm making Nikki innocent in this too. Nikki sometimes entices her fan base too, even though she do it slightly. She's still, I'll say, give them a nudge in the right direction. Well, I won't say the nudge in the right direction. I'll say she nudges them. I won't say she points at it directly, be like, go do this. But she'll nudge you, be like, hey guys, you should listen to Bigfoot talking to hear me talking about Bigfoot and how Bigfoot didn't get shot in her Bigfoot. Like, she'll just say shit like that, and it's just like, you know where this is going, where you know what you're trying to do, and you know that your fan base is, I'll say they're delusional, because they come at anybody that doesn't agree with Nikki. Really anybody. But Megan got his diss. Well, funny. Excuse me. Funny enough, is not a diss, but it's still dissing a song dissing Nicki, and it became #1. And I think Rock Nation gave her all her masters, so she has all her. She can make all the money off her old original music and just keep it. So I think she got something. She has a new deal and like her masters and something else. She got something else, because I think it's like she got another deal that makes her like blah 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 blah. So in the public eye, Megan's winning with all this and not going relying on being mean and nasty antics like Nikki does sometimes. So yeah, we're seeing Megan's rise again, and here's hoping she just stays focused and stop and don't really get into any shit again, because that put like a big halt in it, because I think she's still talking about that Tory Lanez case and like people who didn't have her back, which if people didn't have your back in the case and blase blah, do it. Hey, if you want to rap about it, do it. Hey, do it to it. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to rap, and you probably can't. You're not even gonna listen to this anyway. But you're your own person. Rap what you want to rap about. So here's hoping we get some new material out of her coming soon. Which I don't even know what new material is for some. Well, I won't say women rappers in general. I was in her lane of women rappers, because it's like just like male rappers, I also separate women rappers in different categories. Like we have like the Jay-Z's, and I'm not talking about like money wise, I'm talking about as in like conscious rapping, the damn what I'll get to this. I'll get to this on the music side. Well, no, I might as well get to it now. Yeah, so Megan is a part of like, damn, I'm trying to think, because rappers like Rap City will be in like the Jay-Z corner, because she's like a conscious rapper. Like, yeah. And JID will be in the middle, because he's conscious, but he doesn't do a lot of conscious out when he hangs around the Yachty and them. Now JID even said himself, listening to conscious rap is boring sometimes, which I can understand. But Megan's in that city girl, almost Rap City kind of rap, because she can rap, but she still like raps about her pussy and everything, which that's still cool, but like she can still rap, so it's like there. So it's a weird level of mingling between my pussy fat and watery and like using triple entendres. Now for the males, we're not talking about how our pussy's water, so that's definitely not the case. But it's mainly, instead of that, we replace it with money and drugs. While Jay-Z's like will put like, oh, I paid $3 billion for this, $3 million for this photo. I kept it for 20 years. Now this cost $4 billion. Oh, like some Father Day bullshit song. So yeah, it's different levels and different degrees, and like what you expect from different rappers of different genders. Or sometimes if they don't rap about that at all, they just rap the rap, you just rate on that degree, I guess. But back to the Nasty Awards. Vince McMahon and maybe Brock Lesnar are into some shit. Mainly Vince McMahon. So Vince McMahon is getting charged and had to step down for the WWE. He's getting charged with sex trafficking and sexual assault.
Man, you stupid bitch.
Nasty bitch.
Vince McMahon last week was resigned from the WWE after former employee Janelle Grant accused him in a lawsuit of inflicting psychological torture and physical violence while making deprived sexual demands in exchange for her continued employment. Damn, Vince McMahon 78. Shit. Damn. They're super here now. Let's see. The nature of the investigation has not been immediately clear, but it could be financially, after the paper reported in 2022 that McMahon agreed to pay more than $12 million in the past 2 decades to settle an allegation of sexual misconduct. Damn. 20 years, 12 million. Damn, that's a lot. Well, that's, Yeah, you can say that's a lot. Damn. Let's see. The lawsuit accused McMahon of trafficking Grant to other WWE employees. Oh shit. And included graphic descriptions of alleged encounters along with explicit text messages. Let's see. Okay, here. The first text messages date back to February 5th, 2021, and it shows McMahon prompting Janelle to meet up with her and other men to engage in intercourse with her. Do you promise to make me proud, baby? Will you show him what a porno star you are can be? Will you show off more than you never like? Will you show me off? Will you show off for me like you never before? On days when he's in town, I want to F you every morning, later in the office too. Let's see this. Your last picture, I need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks in all holes in the same time. Way up your pussy, way up your ass. What the fuck? And the thickest cock goes down your throat so it makes you get. What the fuck, bro? Where's with Vince McMahon? Bro, he is wildin'. What is with this man? Black dicks, yo. Vince McMahon might be on some other shit.
Kinky.
Bro, okay, I'm gonna read this one. I might stop because this is getting nasty. I just passed my phone around to a bunch of guys in the tech crew. They were screaming, "Oh my gosh, she's fucking beautiful. Look at that ass. I'd like to get that." I paused to count out loud how many guys there were. 12. And then I said, okay, there's 12 of you, and she would love the fuck each and all you one at a time. Bro, what the fuck? Yo, Vince McMahon is nasty as fuck. I ain't thought, wow. I hope Brock Lesnar is a part of this because apparently he's out of this WrestleMania for a lot of reasons, and I hope this is not the case. Like that, this might be nastiest thing I've ever fucking seen and read in my entire life. Like, bro, that's fucking nasty as fuck. Ugh, that's so nasty. Ugh. Damn, Vince McMahon, you deserve it. That's nasty, bro. Why would you do that? Like, bro, that's one thing I had to learn early, not to be a creep. That's one thing if there's one thing I stand on, it's not being a creep. But for more nastiness, for the nasty awards, 21 gets the nasty award for trying to finesse Aiden Ross out of money. And, well, Playboy Cardi too.
Right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying. That motherfucker's cheating. Take my word.
Well, more or less 21 Savage, because I don't know if that Playboy Cardi story is true for Aiden Ross. So apparently Aiden Ross had 21 Savage come over. Aiden Ross is a streamer, and it's normal. It's this new thing where rappers get on with streamers and hang out with them. So when 21 came on, they were trying to play cards, and halfway through the game, Aiden realizes the card's been marked. So if you look at the video prior to him playing, you can see 21 gets the cards from his man, and like it's a different set of cards than was already brought out. When Aiden realizes the cards been marked, 21 looks. So if I don't know if you guys ever been through this, but if you ever know the guy who's a thief and helps the guy who lost his shit look for shit, that's how 21 looked. He's like, damn, bro, you really the game's been rigged? What? Oh, let me look at him. And apparently he gave the money back after they played the game in 2K. And I don't know. This is all allegedly, so I don't know if this is 100% or not. Because the next following day, when after the Grammys, Aiden Ross had Playboy Cardi on, and Playboy Cardi was in this dark ass room in the cut, and the only reason that you saw him is because you saw his eyes through the mask. Now, apparently, Aiden Ross gave him like $2 million to be there for like a couple hours, but instead of being there for a couple hours, he was there for like 10 minutes, got a bag, and walked out. Now, I highly doubt they gave Playboy Cardi $2 million. Now I think it probably was like a couple thousand, but I highly doubt they gave that man $2 million because that's a lot of money just to give a nigga. And he wasn't even there. Like he was in a dark. When I mean a dark ass room, like there was no light. The only light that you saw was from the computer. Other than that, it was just dark as shit. So I don't know if he did or not. That's crazy if he did. Hopefully he didn't. But that ends the first part of the pod of the Nasty Awards. Let's get into the music.
Just like music.
But I almost forgot the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl happened, and I don't know how I forgot the Super Bowl happened with everything going on. But yeah, Super Bowl happened. The Chiefs won as I knew and predicted. But I didn't actually, I predicted the exact outcome of this game. I knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. I knew it was going to get into the 30s because either this game is going to be about defense and getting to and holding the offense to not scoring goals like that. Because at the beginning, I thought the 49ers were going to pack the damn Chiefs up because it was like 10-0. By halftime, niggas weren't doing shit. And then the third quarter, well, let me get to the halftime performance and the other stuff in the game. So the halftime performance was good at best. The audio was bad because I couldn't hear Usher at all. The dancing was great. He played all the songs I knew he was going to play. Like literally every song he played, I knew he was going to play. He didn't play Lovers and Friends. I was kind of mad about that. But he did play Not My Way. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the street. Like he played that one. He played True player for real. That's my nigga for real. It's okay, girl, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. Like he played all the good shit. Like everything that like his most favorite, everybody's most favorite songs he played, which I was like really cool with. And he brought Ludacris and Lil Jon, which Lil Jon looks way better than I thought he did. Like I thought Lil Jon was gonna be like not like Lil Wayne, but a little bit more like have his hair super long. I didn't notice that. I forgot that he cut his shit off and like cleaned up. He looked cool in his outfit. I was like, damn. I wish though he would kind of coordinated with Ludacris and Usher more. But I was like, all right, I can see what he's going for. He's going for that not Destroy Lonely, but that damn goth vampire outfit. And I fuck with it. But alongside the halftime show, Alicia Keys came out and performed, and it was bad, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like Alicia Keys' first note had everybody in my house looking confused, and apparently everybody else on the internet was confused too, because I'm like, Alicia Keys, there's no fucking way you practice this and that first note sounded that bad. And like, I know that those jokes about Alicia Keys can't sing have been out and about, and I'm like, that's a lie. But like after hearing 2 live performances, I think one of them was her just yelling on it, and the Super Bowl one, I'm like, those 2 for 2 ain't that damn good.
I told you so.
But she came out looking great in that all red dress with a cape on. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Now, the one thing that had me rolling was Usher hugging up on Alicia Keys. And I'm like, all right, Usher, you have been
Very naughty.
a little foregoing with these damn hugs and all this flirtation shit you be doing. You did that to too many niggas' girlfriends. And you only doing the niggas' girlfriend. You ain't doing it to like a chick who don't have a girlfriend. Which tells you one thing. You either looking for an ass whooping or you just like playing. And like it wasn't like a normal hug. It was like a work husband and a work girlfriend hug. But the work girlfriend got a man at home. Like that bad. It was like, ugh. That wasn't a normal ass hug. And I was like, Everybody is still on Usher head for it too. And I'm like, bro, like Usher does this at every time and niggas let it slide, but now niggas gonna just be like, nah, this ain't cool. And then there's another joke that came out that Keke Palmer's boyfriend was like, you see, I'm not the only one, which is hilarious in hindsight. But getting back to the halftime show, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I wish the audio was better, and I wish Alicia hit that note a little bit better. But other than that, it was pretty decent. Now, is it better than Beyonce's? No. I wouldn't say that. Because Beyonce, I still heard Beyonce. I barely heard Usher talk. I barely heard Usher singing. Like, I had to turn the volume up mad high just to hear him sing. And I was confused, too. But alongside the Super Bowl, the commercials was hilarious. We're getting a Knuckles 6 episode TV show in May. Twisters, I want to say the 15-year sequel to Twister. We're getting Twisters. Another Planet of the Apes movie, which I'm slowly getting tired of Planet of the Apes because we already know where we're gonna end it, unless they do like some alternative dimension type shit. Unless they end where
Maybe.
I'm getting white actors. So Tom Cruise, yeah. Unless they end, was that Tom Cruise? That's in Planet. I feel like I'm tripping. That was not Tom Cruise. Was it Matt Damon?
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Mark Wahlberg? Oh shit. Yeah, so if we get Mark Wahlberg to do the Planet of the Apes movie, the remake of it, not the remake, but the sequel when he comes back into the future and there's a whole bunch of monkeys running the country, because initially he went at the end of Planet of the Apes 2001 movie, he gets sent to the timeline where apes rule the world. He makes the apes learn that all life is precious and not just apes. Humans and apes can coincide and coexist together. And Mark Wahlberg leaves, but he leaves and goes to a future where the apes become super smart. There's a president ape. We know where Abe Lincoln sits at in the DC. There's a gorilla there, and you get surrounded by a whole bunch of gorillas with guns. And I would like to see us go back to that as end all be all to the Planet of the Apes movie, because they don't come out every year, but when they come out, it's like, all right, I want to see us get to that part, because I don't think we're any closer to getting to that part where Mark Wahlberg was. So here's hoping it comes out. Here's hoping we get it, or we get some kind of closure. But what else? Movie wise, Deadpool and Wolverine. Now that trailer was really good. It showed us that Marvel is letting keep on getting white actors' names. I'm about to say Mark Wahlberg again. What's that nigga's name? I can't. Ryan Reynolds. They let Ryan Reynolds do his old jokes from Deadpool over again, which I was confused because they gave him his freedom, creative freedom, because when you see the trailer, Deadpool's in a Mr. Rogers wig, gets pulled out of his house, and niggas got with like baton staffs about to beat him up, and he was like, hey, if you think Pagan's gonna scare me, I'm already into that. Thanks, Marvel. And I'm like, what? Marvel let him say that joke, that pagan joke? And I'm like, okay, I see what we're doing. Now, I don't know what this is about, because the only thing I know is that we see from the trailer is some agency is hiring him to like save the world. And we don't know if he's going to a different dimension or if he's still in the MCU dimension, because you see the 20th Century Fox logo behind Deadpool, and you see Logan come up in his original X-Men outfit. So I don't know if I don't know if the worlds collided again or not, because they're trying to make the MCU world together so nothing's like separated, which I understand what they're trying to do, but it's like, bro, you guys waited too damn long, and most people are tired of the movies now. So it's like, you guys had all this time, and I understand court takes a while for you to get this shit out, but yeah, that's what happens. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to watch it. You don't have to ask me. All the stuff that was previewed in the movies, I'm definitely watching. And another thing, it's not a movie, but it's a big event. Beyonce did a commercial with Verizon promoting her new album, a country album coming out. And at the end of the commercial, she dropped her new song. Hold on, what is it called? And just like Lil Nas X, people are having time. The white people are having a time calling it country music, which I heard it, and it's very country. It's called Texas Hold'em. When I tell you this is like, it's funny hearing Beyonce on a country song. I don't know why. It's hilarious to hear her on a country song. Like, really, really hilarious. And it sounds like a country song. It sounds like something that you could put in a country mix. But as you know, the country whites are like, we don't play Beyonce. We only play country, even though that song is like super country. I think it's like a twister fell in my home. Like, it's like, it started off super. It started off the way country music always starts off with. And it's like, okay, I can see it going. Because the only reason I found out about the song is because it was under a meme of T-Pain spinning like Storm did, and it was just like her singing about a tornado. I was like, yep, this is funny. This is gonna work. I'm sorry.
There's a tornado in my city.
But back to the to the final half of the Super Bowl. So the Chiefs started catching up, and they started getting close. I think it ended up being like 17-19 last couple seconds of the fourth quarter. And then the Chiefs scored a field goal and put it to 19-19. boy, when I saw that in 1919, I knew the Chiefs was going to win then. Because there's no way in hell the Chiefs going to let you cut. They're going to let you tie it up and then let you score. And come to fruition, they start overtime. The 49ers kicked the field goal. The Chiefs brought it all the way down and got them an easy-ass touchdown. And the Chiefs won. Now, this is already putting Patrick Mahomes in football GOAT debates because he got 3 rings in 5 years, which is unheard of. And he won his back-to-back Super Bowls, which hasn't been done since Tom Brady, and that was like 20 years ago. So he's already entered the GOAT conversation, which he should have, which honestly, this game put him in that debate because, bro, even me alone can't even ponder. If you would tell me Patrick Mahomes was going to win 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, I would have laughed you out the building. There's no way hell he's going to do that. But he ended up doing shit. If you would tell me he was going to win a back-to-back Super Bowl, I would slash you in your face. Because them niggas won't play that great in the regular season, but now this nigga wants to be like the greatest quarterback ever. And I'm like, I'm hating that he won, but at the same time, it's like, bro, can you really hate that nigga actually like grinding his way up there? Because last year he had 2 busted ass ankles and still won. And I was like, all right, cool. This nigga wasn't injured and just played his heart out and won. So like, it is what it is, man. Like, Mahomes is that nigga, and it's crazy to think that he even got that far. But it is what it is. I'm mad that the Ravens didn't get the Super Bowl, but Mahomes as a black man won it. I can only be happy. So congratulations, Mahomes. Ravens, we got it next year, and hopefully everything gets better soon. Let's get into the music. So I'm gonna start the music off with some good news. So Schoolboy Q dropped 2 to 3 new music videos for his upcoming. Let me look at the name because I want to say Blue Lips, but I think it's Blue Chips. But I don't think it's Blue Chips because Action Bronson has a mixtape called Blue Chips.
This old ass nigga, man.
No, it's just a song. It's well, no, it's 2 songs. Blue Sides and Back in Love. And okay, it's Blue Lips. I was almost right. Blue Lips, March 1st. Now, I'm here for it. I'm here to hear some new Schoolboy Q music and hearing his voice on that Conway and Westside Gun song. Definitely wanted me to hear the Schoolboy Q again because I was like, okay, I definitely missed his flow. Now hearing the songs, I can see he's definitely still the same, but you could tell he's definitely gotten better. You could definitely hear it's like, I'm about to get on this to talk some shit, and from what I've heard, it's some really good stuff. I heard a little snippet of what he was performing, and I think it was a song that we heard a couple months ago that we didn't know where it was coming from. I forgot what event that was, but it was like Schoolboy Q and a bunch of other people there, and it was like he was DJing, he was performing, he was playing a new song, and we didn't know what it was connected to. It was just like a random ass song, but I think it might be on the album since we actually got confirmed date that the album's coming in like 2 weeks. So I'm always here for this for new Schoolboy Q music, and I definitely can't wait to hear it. I think I'm gonna wait till the album drops fully for me to listen to it fully. And speaking on album dropping, Kanye West drops his new album. Now, what's the name of it? Wow, I didn't even download it. Damn. It's been a long week, guys. I ain't really been able to do much of nothing. Okay, Vultures Part 1 with Ty Dolla $ign. Now, this, I've heard mixed reviews Well, no. Have I heard mixed reviews? No, I heard mainly good stuff about this album. Um, I heard Rich the Kid's on here, and I was really confused about that one. Which I'm probably going to say we might need to put Rich the Kid up a little bit higher on our rap. Not saying he's a top 100 in the world, but as in like Kanye West links up. Well, I was about to say Kanye West don't link up with bad artists, but he linked up with Lil Pump. But even still, that song wasn't bad. That song was still good. And for what I heard, that one song with Rich the Kid, and I think it was who was it? Playboy Cardi. I was like, okay, I'm strangely intrigued and surprised because Playboy Cardi and Rich the Kid made a song together already a couple years ago, but them collaborating with Kanye West was like, okay, that never saw that coming. So I was like really happy to see that. And I think the last album he dropped was Donda. So it's been like 2 years since we got like an album from him. And this album has cussing in it because this was not talking about Jesus. But I will say this though, that Donda was great because he, even without cursing, the album still gold. I haven't listened to this album yet in fully, so I can't give you my critique on it yet, but I am definitely going to give it a listen to. More sooner than not later. And it's 16 songs. It's only an hour long, so yeah, I'm going to check it out and see how good it is. Now, last week was the Grammys, and I got two discussions to talk about it for the Grammys before I move on to the last topic of the music. So SZA won, and what's my man's name? Killer Mike won for the Grammys. That's all I really remember for the Grammys because I really don't pay attention to it. But with Killer Mike winning his 3 Grammys for his album, it sparked up. Well, it didn't spark it. It sparked up 2 discussions. One came by proxy of him getting arrested in Las Vegas, I think. In Las Vegas, I believe, for I don't know for what, because they never told us. But apparently it was a misdemeanor that he had over there, but he never like appeared in, so they picked him up. So that's why he was picked up like that, even though they could have waited to after the award ceremony, because I'm like, okay, I at least give him this. They didn't take it while he was accepting his speech or before. So thank God that didn't happen, because that would have been way nastier than picking him up after he won it. So he definitely won it. But by proxy of winning, that discussion of him getting arrested happened, and the pseudo snub by Travis Scott. Apparently some people believe that Travis Scott should have won it over Killer Mike, because a lot of people don't know who Killer Mike is, and it's mainly the younger people. And Joe Budden got on his soapbox and was like, yeah, man, we don't want to listen to we don't want Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi fiend like that, and that was gonna win. Now it sparked up the old head conversation again, as always, because that album was pretty good from Killer Mike. I'm not even gonna sit here and say it was a bad album. Now, I do get the disconnect because Killer Mike he can rap. I'm not taking that from him, but he's mainly a political guy outside of the music. So he's not like, how should I say this? When you think Killer Mike, you think of an OG that's going to teach you wisely, and he's very political. And he's probably not that fun. That's what you assume. Now he could still be a bit big in the political world, be a Democrat, and still be fun. But by proxy, he gets put in that box of old nigga territory, and don't get seen as like a Gucci Man OG from Atlanta, because he is from Atlanta. But as how some of the youth look at Gucci Mane, they don't look at Killer Mike that same way. Because arguably, because you can argue that Killer Mike is the clean version of the clean version of Gucci Mane before Gucci Mane got cleaner, but as in like a person. But yeah, I could put that. I could say that because Killer Mike had been rapping for a long time. Like I think he's been around low key. Excuse me, the same amount of time as Outkast. So he's a vet. He's definitely a vet. I definitely would still keep him in that vet category. But yeah, he got shitted on, and it was very sad and fucked up that he got shitted on for. Well, I won't say shitted on. I would say looked over by the youth, and also carted away by the police. But the other discussion I wanted to bring up by the Grammys is. So Jay-Z won a Grammy, and in typical Jay-Z fashion, he gave us a speech about how the Grammys don't mean nothing. They're just award ceremonies with people that is probably not from the culture and is going to judge our music, but you shouldn't take what they say for granted. And I want to say keep grinding in a sense. And Drake's basically spouted the same rhetoric. But in my opinion, I'm always like this. If you don't want to be, if you feel this way about the Grammys, cool. Ask them to not put you in the category of it. And two, stop making the other people's accepting the awards look. No, stop saying these things while other people are accepting the awards that's not in your place. And Killer Mike won 3 Grammys, SZA won a Grammy or 2, and this is her first time winning a Grammy. This is Killer Mike's first time winning a Grammy. Yeah, I know that. Hey guys, the Grammys don't mean much, man. It's just a award ceremony by the man to divide us apart. You see. But like for some people who don't get that category, who aren't Jay-Z, or aren't Drake or Beyonce, that's what it was. Jay-Z was speaking on how Beyonce didn't win a Grammy. His wife did win a Grammy, but he ended up winning a Grammy for some weird reason. Yeah, okay. That first part I was talking about was from Drake. That part about his wife winning Grammy, not winning Grammy, but he winning a Grammy, and that was like off-putting when she put out a great album that was crazy good. But like even still, I'm like, bro, that's ruining other people's acceptances. Like, yes, Beyonce didn't get a Grammy. So the fuck what? Beyonce is literally Beyonce is a more household name than fucking vacuum cleaners. And like, to me personally, it's just a bunch of double talk because he accepted the award and just drunk some Ducee out of it. But I'm like, bro, that is like the lamest shit ever. Like if Drake did that now, that'd be lame as fuck to me. Back then we did, that was kind of cool. But now it's just like, bro, if you don't give a fuck about the award, why would you accept it? A. B, why would you drink Ducee out of it? And 3, why would you say that I won't say it messed up other people's like emotions of getting the award, but like, what if you would have won your award first and then said that speech, and then like the other people like SZA getting her award, she would have been like, damn, this don't mean nothing really. And she worked her ass off to get this. Some people, like I said, some people aren't in that category of Drake's and Jay-Z's or Lil Wayne's or Beyonce's, where awards mean nothing to me. By this height in my career, I have touched and been talked about in every award ceremony that you can be named of. I am bigger than awards. I am bigger than what the conversation that you guys are about to have are having or about to have or are having. SZA's not there yet. She's gotten better. I guess she's a great musician, but like she's not at that Beyonce level, and Killer Mike's not at that Jay-Z level in the way of everybody shuts up when I'm in there, or like Drake. Like there's only a handful of people that could be like, man, I don't give a fuck about Grammys. I'm my own person. Like Kanye West, Drake, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, like them niggas. Like it's just like elk of like people that could do it. Now, I'm not saying that you should give a fuck about the Grammys. You should be happy that your people love your music in general. But if you do win a Grammy, you should be happy you won a Grammy. That a group of people that's probably not from this culture, seen and heard your music and was like, yeah. Or yeah, I like it. I think she has a good shot. Shit, they gave fucking Trinidad James a Grammy for writing a Bruno Mars song. You think he heard that speech from Jay-Z and was like, damn, I'm gonna throw my Grammy away? No, fuck no. I'm not gonna throw my shit away, nigga. I worked hard for this. So personally, I say this. I wouldn't put too much onus in the Grammys, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey man, this award means nothing. Keep working. This thing that you were invited to, and that all the accumulation of all your hard work over the past years, it don't mean nothing. You could grind harder. You don't need this award. Nigga, that's some shit. That's some loser ass shit to say to people. Like, bro, this don't go to Grammys, nigga. Like, don't ruin it for other people, my nigga. Like, that shit is lame to me. Like, that shit is really lame to me. Black artists, if you go to the Grammys and you don't win, don't feel discouraged and don't quit on your goals. I'm not saying because I ever won a Grammy. I'm just saying as in someone who's thought they was going to win but didn't. I always take it as in it's not that big of a deal because you're still going to work, you're still going to grind, but don't let it just wear you down. And don't like try to go for that goal, because go for the end goal of what you want to be. Not like if you win a Grammy, that's the end goal. Well, find another goal. Try to always keep striving and achieving. And I know that sounds redundant coming from a guy who's not at that level, but as like that's just like what I see. Like I don't like. It's been plenty of times where I wanted to quit the pod and not do anymore and just do regular shit, but I like podcasting and I still want to do it. So everybody don't quit and don't let other people rain on your shine. Thrive through it and smile through it and keep your heads raised up high. And I know that sounds weird coming from me, but hey, you gotta be happy some kind of way. But I think, and still on music, some shit got leaked. Pause. Future pause, because Drake apparently leaked his dick video out into the world and everybody saw it. I ain't see it. I was just like, somebody was said, oh, Drake's dick is on the timeline, and I ducked and dodged it so fucking hard. It was like pause, and I'm not talking about that. I ducked from it because I didn't want to see Drake dick anyways, but apparently everybody was either liked it or was like had critiques on it. I was neither there for it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
The only thing I would say is I don't think Drake leaked his dick on the timeline, because I don't think Drake will leak his dick, but who knows? Things are crazy in the world, so who knows? People might leak some shit.
No.
Or he might be bored and tired to be like, you know what? Here's my dick. Everybody enjoy. So, hey, if you appreciate it, you appreciate it. If not, then you don't. But that's it for the music. There wasn't that much to talk about really, except for like everybody accepting who you are and not leaking your dick, figuratively and literally. But off of that, let's get into the I think I will talk about the anime for right now. Yeah, I'll talk about the anime for right now. So, sad news is first to hit the waves. Funimation is apparently officially shutting down sometime soon. I think of this year, if I'm not mistaken, and it's really getting sad out here in these streets. Like Funimation brought us so much. I remember the Dragon Ball Z era, Techi Muyu, freaking what's another one? Was it Escride? I think Black Cat. There was like a lot of them. Like Funimation. Hold on, Black Cat, and it was Rave Master. Yep. I remember because Sci-Fi, when they show anime at night, they had some shows anime on there, and I remember Funimation had Rave Master on that shit, and I was like, that was fucking fire. And it's really fucking sad that Funimation's shutting down, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me make sure I'm not, so I can get this correct, because I don't want to get this wrong. Funimation shuts down as a part of the Crunchyroll merger, which happens April 2nd of this year. Damn. Which means that the viewers will lose digital copies that they purchased. So like if you like 10, 20 years ago, you had downloaded a whole bunch of Funimation stuff and you had it bought, and you bought it like all those years ago, it's going to be gone forever. And you can't like access it ever again because the website's shutting down. So you won't be able to watch any of your old stuff. And by proxy, that people are more concerned that since nobody sells like really sell physical copies like Funimation do, like it's just like the argument of streaming versus physical copies of music. What is, you can download all the songs you want in the world, but like having that physical copy, like, cause just in case, like, let's say the internet shuts down and you won't be able to listen to your stream music. So since you didn't have a physical copy of it, you won't be able to listen to it all. Just like Crunchyroll. Funimation sold physical copies. Crunchyroll does not. Now Crunchyroll might be able to, if they find a way to like be able to have the purchase stuff on there, to have it on there, you could watch it like that. And I guess they will have to figure a way to connect your account to Crunchyroll to activate it. And I mean, they could probably do it. I don't know how to. I don't know anything about IPs and website and transferring, because that's a lot of fucking stuff. Like Funimation, if they get all their stuff, if I'm not mistaken, damn, let me slow down. That's like, that's a lot. That's a lot of shit. And let me keep reading this article. And this is coming from High Dusted Times. Crunchyroll to remove Funimation digital copies. Damn. Never mind. Although the merger brings a vast array of anime and films and shows, the downside is that digital copies of DVDs or Blu-ray content will cease to exist. Then my whole argument is null and void. Please note that Crunchyroll does not currently support Funimation digital copies, which means that access to previously available digital copies will not be supported, and the company said this in a statement. The streaming platform has taken the essential measures to make transitions seamlessly for viewers. Crunchyroll began transferring Funimation content to its platform along with viewers' watch history and queue in the spring of 2022 anime season. The transfer is still ongoing, following which the subscription prices will also see a substantial increase. Damn. Okay. Another downside for the audience will be the increase of subscription prices starting next year. As a part of our transition to Crunchyroll, the price of our new Crunchyroll plan will increase from $54.95 to $100 yearly.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
The company posted on X, formerly known as Twitter. Wow, that's in fucking insane. Wow, this fuck.
You shut your lying nigga lips up!
Damn. And this article came out February 9th? Damn. That was yesterday. Damn. No. Today's the 11th. Damn. That's fucked. That's fucked up. Woo-wee. That's gonna hurt some pockets. Damn. That's a fucking increase. But I mean, I understand because you're giving them everything from Funimation. Like, Funimation has a lot. Like, let me go see Funimation right now.
Back to you, Nancy.
I mean, there's some stuff here that's already out in other platforms. But, okay. But as in Crunchyroll having all of it. Let me see. I'm trying to get to anime that's... Okay, I don't think that's on anything. Chaos Child, I never heard of that, so that's probably going to be on there. Cash and Sins, that's going to be good on Crunchyroll if it's not already on there. I believe it's on there. Cheer Boys, never heard of that. Shit, put fucking Ragnar Crimson on Crunchyroll. Shit. That shit pissed me off. That shit not being on fucking Crunchyroll. I gotta go to High Dive and shit. Like, what the fuck is High Dive? Yeah, I'm seeing like what Crunchyroll is about to get. I mean, I think they already have this. I'm like and I'm in the G's too. So I don't know. I guess they're gonna have some stuff. And I'm still going. I'm still not seeing nothing that's catching my eye. Oh, I don't know what that is. 100? I know what that is. Trying to think. I'm not really seeing nothing though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not fully seeing anything that's gonna be like, oh no. But I guess like it's not just it's not just the anime, it's all the stuff that belongs to it. So if you've been, I guess like I said, if you've been purchasing stuff since like with like 30 now, since 2000s, like 2001, it's gone forever. And I'm feel bad for that. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up that they can't do that. So sorry, Funimation people. It's been a blast, but insert. How do I say goodbye? Yeah, that's fucked up. But more into anime, Buchigiri is still good. And it's not beating the allegations of being a boy love fighting anime, because it's still giving off that, oh, we have to be together to merge and stuff. It's like, matter of fact, I think there's only one girl. I think this might be a reverse harem, just like that anime Free was about like dudes swimming. Like so like a reverse harem is basically, well, just like for if there's one dude and there's a bunch of chicks that's like trying to fuck him, that's what that is. A harem. That's what or etchy. What? Matter of fact, let's do this research.
Open your mind!
Yeah. I used to call it reverse harem. Yeah, so basically it might be a reverse harem because the only chick in there wants to fuck her brother.
Man, you stupid bitch!
But now in the newest episode, I think she got feelings for another dude, the main character's best friend. But I think his homeboy wants to fuck him. And I don't know. It's giving off like he wants to fucking vibes, but I don't know if it's like you're like my best friend. I ain't trying on some best friend vibes. Or he wants to fucking vibes. So I don't know what's going on. It's only 4 episodes in, so we have to delve deeper. Pause before we get to like the core of the story. Even though we already know like the main core of the story is like the main character and his stand has to find his homeboy, his friend, his spirit friend, and you end up finding out in the new episode that the main antagonist has this it's being not controlled, but is the main antagonist has his friend's stand. And we don't, well, I think the new episode's out today, but I haven't seen it. So I have to see how this delves deeper into the story, because I think the blue guy, the blue stand is making the antagonist do bad stuff so he could get the red stand and the main character to fight. And it's weird too, because I didn't realize till today that the antagonist is wearing blue and the main character is wearing red, and the stand is blue and the main character stand is red. So like, oh, we're playing on this Naruto and Sasuke color scheme again. So like, okay, well, not the Naruto and Sasuke color scheme, the basic color scheme for like generations, because Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Shadow, Sonic and Robotnik. You know, I'm just naming Sonic. You can see the color differentiations of blue and red. Even though Shadow is black and red, there's still red in it. In Red versus Blue, the big ass hit series of Rooster Teeth, like boom, duh, like that is just a color schematic, and I think it's like the opposite on the opposite side of the color wheel, so it's always on the opposite side. So that's why there's that red and blue beef that's artists use to convey enemies, like black and white. Like the old cowboys, how they used to wear a white hat if you were a good guy and a black hat if you were the bad guy. And speaking of black and white, night and day, I just got done catching up on Solo Leveling, the anime. Not the newest episode, but I think I'm on episode 5, and that nigga became a whole new character, the main character, in like 4 episodes. I could have sworn niggas were telling me that he won't go and be like ill until like next season, and I'm like, damn. So we're gonna see this nigga like, because he wasn't bitch made. He just had to like adjust to his like powers and his new abilities and shit. But he's going off like this nigga blitzed a damn giant glowing monster ogre from like the sideline and nobody saw it. Like niggas was looking for it. He threw a knife, pierced his head, turned around and dipped. Like he was on some hardcore shit. And now in episode 5, he's like taller. He looks, and that's another thing too. This is a whole different nigga. That's like me right now, and I start working out and do all these like strong ass workouts, and I look like the fuck. Derrick Henry. Like I work out for a couple of weeks and I end up looking like Derrick Henry. Like nigga, what? Like that's a whole different nigga. Like that he don't even look the same. Like, dude had a different cut. He's like got a 6-pack, and like he grew taller. And I'm like, hold on. You don't work out and grow taller. That's like completely different. Even though this is like powers and other shit, this is like a whole different body. And everybody's just like, yeah, man, this is Jin Woo. Nigga, no, that's not. That's not fucking Jin Woo. Who is this nigga? How can you look like Screech? They come out looking like fucking like whole bro. Nah. Like, I'm not even being funny. Like, if you look at this nigga and then look at him like in the current manga, this is no fucking way the same nigga. Like, no way. Like, even before you get to his like what he looks like currently, like right now in the anime, is like night and day. Like, if you watch episode 1 and then watch episode 5, you would never know you watching the same anime. That's how fucking insane that is. And I'm like, damn, nigga, like, Jesus. But episode 5 of Solo Leveling is basically Jin Woo going out with this group and getting some training in because he still got to get some money. Now, well, get some money from his for his sick mom. But like now, since he's still D-rank, because it don't matter how much you train, even though you become like the realest nigga ever, like he is, he's still gonna be leveled as a D-rank. So he's gonna get like the bottom of the barrel until he like does some crazy shit. And niggas like, oh shit, this nigga's crazy. So he goes out hunting with this guild, and mind you, there's this rank C nigga that's right there, and then a bunch of A's. And he started like putting like 2 and 2 together because he's like, these A-rank niggas is like moving different. Like, they moving mad different. And they like lured us in where we gotta get these gems where the boss is, and then they're gonna walk out and discuss a deal with us in the room with the gems and the boss. So it was like, this is weird. And then you find out them niggas trapped him in there. That rank C guy and the Jin Woo. And they were like, oh, they gonna get killed and we gonna take all the shit. Mind you, Jin Woo is already on some ill shit. So he claps that spider, thank God, because that shit was scary. And like, with no help. It's just like, and he started killing it like when, what's my nigga name? Toji killed Dogma in fucking JJK. Like, he just took his his knife, killed that nigga. Now the next episode is probably him going against those rank A niggas that started that locked him in there. And if the preview images show me anything, is that it's gonna be mad bloody, like mad bloody.
Whole squad full of fucking killers. I'm a killer too.
And sticking to blood. I just recently watched 103 Mercies, the Ryoma flashback before One Piece, which technically Oda already confirmed that was a flashback and it was a prequel to One Piece, but us seeing the final scene of Zoro talking to Ryoma saying the samurai for Wano, it was beautiful. It's only a one episode, it's like 25 minutes, and it's really good. You could definitely tell that he wanted to wait until wanted to wait until like the end of Wano to do this, because it's a spoiler and not a spoiler at the same time, because the name of the show is the same name that Zoro used to beat King. So you definitely didn't want to show it before the King fight. And with the wrapping up of Wano, and because this came out like at the end of the Wano season and the start of the Egghead season. So it was like a good little refresher from Wano, be like, so Zoro had, now I won't say ties to Wano, even though Ryoma looked like Zoro in the past, it was still a refresher to be like, okay, this is a good prequel to the One Piece fans. Like, oh shit, so this is the guy. So this guy actually was a threat in One Piece prior to Luffy and Zoro and them. And I was like, okay, I liked it. And I got to see Ryoma actually
Break my hoof off in your goose ass.
be low key, honestly, the real life image of Zoro, honestly. Like, he's like pre-time skip Zoro. I won't say post-time skip, because post-time skip Zoro was not for the games. Like, he made that very prevalent when they went to Punk Hazard and Zoro was like, hey, we didn't get separated for 2 years to play around, Luffy. Let's get serious. So I could definitely tell post, and that's what I'll also like about Zoro too. Like, the character switch up was crazy, because like if you look at the post time, like pre-time skip, like spreads of like the crew members and stuff, he's like really laughing at them. And then like the other post-time skips, he's like frowning or smiling. Like, he's not like bellowing laughing, but he's like got a smirk on him. And I can understand too, because you're the second in command. You have to keep the team together, because if Luffy goes down, he's honestly, between him and Sanji and Jinbei, between Sanji and Zoro, it's a fight for two, the number 2 spot. But I guess Zoro is more deadly because he has a sword. I guess I don't know. I don't know how we'll put Sanji versus Zoro even right now, because I don't know if Sanji's robotics is I can't count on it as much as I could count on Zoro doing Ashura. Like, Zoro doing Ashura is like, okay, I can do that immediately, like off gate. I don't know if Sanji could become a cyborg off gate like he did when he fought Queen. But getting off anime and before I get off anime and get to the TED series, I gotta catch up on One Piece. I seriously do, because the Blackbeard and Law fight came out. Boy, let me tell you something. Vincent Chazard, I think that's I don't know if that's how you pronounce your last name. Let me tell you this, and the other people who helped animate the One Piece Egghead arc. Well, this final arc of One Piece. Let me tell you this. Y'all deserve a standing ovation. Like, real shit. That scene, like, there's multiple scenes in this arc already that's like ridiculously good. Like the scene when Zoro's about to cut the whirlpool, that was like ridiculously beautiful. The Blackbeard and Law fight, that whole episode was immaculate. Honestly, everything in Egghead has been ridiculous. Like, it's not even a joke anymore. Like, Wano was like cool with the whole like battle fights and how everything was over the top. This is just over the top just to be over the top. Like, and I love it, and I really do. And I had to catch up on too, because there's a lot of anime I had to catch up on. I'm going to have to make like a list to watch it all. But getting back to Ted, I'm on episode 4 out of 10, and boy, let me tell you this. That fucking show is diehard funny. Like, I don't know why it took him this long to make this show. I already told you guys the show is fucking hilarious, but like, each episode it just gets funnier and funnier, and I'm like, bro, how the fuck can this go? How can this be? Like, it's like I never have watched the show. Let me take it back. It's been a while since I watched the show, and then the show just gets progressively better after every watch. Like, it's been like, yeah, it's been like 4 episodes, and nothing bad has stuck out. Like, it's been all funny. And honestly, like I said before, it's just one big ass live action Family Guy skit. And I love Family Guy, and Family Guy is funny as shit. So I'm definitely still fall in love with it. Now, here's hoping they keep it up, because they better, because Ted season 2, it better go to, well, does he go to college? Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might have to go from kid all the way up to the movie. And sadly enough, since we already see the movie, unless they do Ted 3, it's going to be a while before we get season 2. So here's hoping they continue the funniness, and Seth MacFarlane still killing it in every episode. But time to get to the final part of the pod, the manga. it's not a lot going to be on the manga side because stuff's on break. I think One Piece is on break. My Hero's on break. So only got the One Piece chapters from last week and the JJK chapters from last week or the week prior. No, the One Piece is 2 weeks prior and the JJKs is last week. So I'm gonna start with JJK. So in this recent chapter, Jujutsu Kaisen, it's still Sukuna, Yuta, Rika, and Yuji versus Sukuna. Did I say Rika, Yuta, Yuji versus Sukuna? Yeah, and it's actually going better than I thought. Like, so we find out that Yuta's domain expansion is basically the scene from Bleach where Ichigo had to find his Zanpakuto. And in this domain of all these swords, it's every move that he copied throughout the years. Like he doesn't know which sword has the curse technique, but it's just a domain full of swords that he can only use once. But because they're in the domain, it's gonna be a surefire hit. Now, in the fight, we see Rika and Yuji going off on Sukuna, and Sukuna's like, "Fuck, I have enough curse energy." Of like his curse energy is at the same level as Yuta's, so it's like even slow key / playing field because it's like it's not Sukuna at 100%, but it's also Sukuna having to worry about Yuji still like hit him and try to like knock down his curse energy even lower so Yuta could get a real hit in. And for what it is, the group is whooping on Sukuna. Like it's a pretty good ass whooping. And you see Yuta use the invisible chicks technique, the ice dudes technique, the nigga who just yells out the tofu, he told him to stop. And what else did he use? We are sort of hinted that Yuta might know purple or Gojo's techniques. But Sukuna's like, there's no way he has those techniques without having the eyes for it. Because the only way to activate red and purple or blue, you have to have Gojo's eyes, that set of eyes to do it.
Correct!
So basically, we might see it happening in the manga. But as far as the fight goes, Yuji is trying to circumvent Sukuna from running away. But Sukuna is not going to be taken down this easily. He's still holding his own. But him realizing that this whole fight from the beginning, from Gojo's fight till now, has all been like them training and with Yuji learning like reverse curse technique. He's like, what have you guys been doing for this past month? And Yuji's like determination and training, while Yuta interrupts him and says, we've been cheating. Like, nigga, do you think we're gonna go in this fight like really trying to fight you hand to hand, man to man? Like, fuck no. And I respect that too. Like, nigga, you killed Gojo and you still have room in the tank for fight some more? Fuck no. We cheat like hell. Nope.
Right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying. That motherfucker's cheating. Take my word.
And we get a funny little teaser at the end of the chapter. Sukuna gets hit with Cleave, which I believe Yuta. Well, I gotta remember, how did Yuta copy people's abilities? Does he have to see it, or does he have to be in range of it? Well, not in range, but like, does he have to like? I'm not trying to get hit. I don't know, because I have to remember, how does he copy techniques again?
Well, that's just prime.
But speaking of copying, Vegapunk's police copies of Kuma are running amok on Egghead Island, and I'm talking about One Piece now. Fucking, they're blitzing everybody. The Marines is like, yeah, we're gonna take the island with these Kuma police. And I think one of the Vegapunk robots, Stella, tells what's her name, Bonnie, that the Kuma police force listens to everybody there's a hierarchy to the Kuma police, and you have to be in a certain part of the hierarchy for them to listen to you. But Vegapunk added a special feature into these Kuma robots, which anytime Bonnie tells him to do something, it don't matter who it is. It could be the Grand Fleet Marshal of the fucking Marines, or it could be the Gorosei. Bonnie's voice overrides the Gorosei and everybody's. So when she says, "Hey, Dad, stop! Hey, Robot Dad, stop shooting us and attacking Marines," the fucking Marines get blasted to hear the kingdom come. And Saturn part of the Gorosei is like, Vegapunk, you motherfucker. You set this bitch up just in case something like that happens, and stabs Vegapunk. And he's not dead, but he gets stabbed in the shoulder, and I think he's okay. I don't think Vegapunk's gonna die, and if he does, that'd be weird. But it was mainly like a big ass like duress in the streets, because like the Kuma guys are destroying the island and the Marines. The Marines see Luffy like bounce up with 100% and go Gear 5 and flies towards Kizaru, who's about to kill the Kuma's, Vegapunk, Sanji, Bonnie, and company. And Luffy blitzes that nigga with a Conqueror's Haki punch in the face and knocks Kuzan out again. And I think Kuma in his robot mind state and Bonnie see Luffy in Gear 5 is like, this is the Nika that freaking my dad's been telling me about and we've been dancing to this whole time. And she finds out there's been Luffy, and now it makes sense that why is his hair white. And she's like, oh shit, he's the Nika. And now everybody's pissed and confused, like, fuck, he wasn't so because the Marines are like, damn, we're not supposed to let this nigga become the Nika. And you hear like this big ass boom in the river, in the ocean, when they're doing the Buster Call, and you find out that it's Brogdy and Brady, the niggas that smashed Kid's ship before the AK arc started. So, and they also named him, said we got to go see Nika. So now this is getting really weird, because they were Brogdy and Brady was with Shanks. The only person who knows about the Nika fruit should be Shanks. But Shanks seeing Luffy go white hair knows that he became the Nika. But my question is, how does he know what the Nika look like, form look like? Or that is the Nika? Because that's what they called him. We're here to meet the Sun God Nika or Luffy. So it's like, oh shit, like nigga, this is getting sicker. Because now, if Luffy goes to Elbaf, that means Usopp is going to get Kankazaki confirmed, and Kid and Killer might get a confidence boost from Luffy, seeing that they got their asses beat by Shanks, and Luffy might be like, yo, y'all niggas are like the realest niggas I know. You guys can't just be down in the dumps. Pick yourselves up and fight. And that might start the new Kid Pirates. Hopefully. Because if Log is beaten and had to come back and get his team, Kid has to do the same, since Luffy, Law, and Kid are in that bracket of being the new Yonko. And it's only right that when One Piece ends, Kid, Law, and Luffy are the new Yonko of the sea. I don't know. I think Buggy would still be number 4, but yeah, they'll be the new top 3. But I think the last part of manga I want to discuss, since it really wasn't that much, a manga leaker. Well, let me be complete. Let me get this straight. Manga leakers, you guys are going to jail. And I'm not talking about the guys who. I'm talking about the guys who get the leaked chapters from like the mangas and like post it and like do a full review on it, and the people who like translate the early scans of it and put it out. They're getting on them too, because a man was arrested for leaking manga chapters Like, this is a real thing now. Like, they're not playing. And Twitter's on niggas' ass, too, because TBS scans and I think One Piece scans, they normally, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They, what's the word? They translate the chapters in English and put them out early for us viewers, but it's illegal to do that, and from the way they're doing it's illegal. So Twitter took down both their Twitter pages, and a man was arrested for it, and we don't know how many years he's getting. It could be a good couple years because Japan don't play that shit. But since you're a foreign nigga, I think he's a foreigner. I don't think he's Japanese. But yeah, he's definitely gonna be. If he's American, he's fucked. If he's Japanese, he might get a little bit lenient. But you better hope we better hope he's not American. But I think that's it for the podcast for this week. I appreciate you guys listening. It's been a rough time trying to record with the way my work schedule's been setting up and how busy life's been for the past couple of weeks and days. But I appreciate you guys listening, and I'll be back with another new episode and another new banger. Peace.
Man, I'm outside 2 times, start a fucking fight for nothing. Man, I'm outside in the street, nigga, what's up? Nigga, you bluffing. I'm tryna knock this nigga head off, give his ass concussion. Nigga ain't gon' be no one-on-one, Hogan gon' be tossing, throwing elbows, throwing punches. Man, I stomp you in the gut. Nigga, if your ass get up, nigga, we gon' show you what's up.